Hey guys, Tony George, DocSports.com. Free college basketball coming your way. SEC action here on Hump Day. Going to get to a couple of notes, points of interest. Did not get the free play done for you last night in Kansas. Oklahoma came out with a great game plan last night. They did not concentrate on Trae Young. He didn't hardly take any shots in the first half, and they spread it around, and Kansas wasn't expecting it. They hung in there the whole game. They blew it at the end. But nonetheless, Oklahoma got the job done against KU. KU was undefeated on the road headed into that game, by the way, which was shocking. Yes, it's coffee time on Hump Day. The whiskey will come later. Let's go ahead. Happy hour. Come on. Nonetheless, we did not get it done for you in the free play yesterday. Kansas is not really. Oklahoma did a great job to spread the ball around. Kruger outcoached Self, and it is what it is. We'll win another one here tonight. Get back on the winning track in the SEC. NBA last night. I learned my lesson on the Cleveland Cavaliers. Roy thought that was the game after a team meeting on Monday. They might be able to turn it around. They did not. I don't know what ails Cleveland because they have talent all over the place. They have the best player in the NBA. I thought maybe he'd carry that game last night. San Antonio beat them basically with two regular starters, and the rest of them were no-name players. That's coaching. Popovich is the best coach in the NBA. I mean, no one's going to argue that. Tyronn Lue's one of the worst. Pains me because he's a Nebraska boy. Came from Raytown here in Kansas City. Played ball for me for my beloved Huskers up in Lincoln. Can't coach. They're talking about trading all these players and making all these changes in Cleveland. You need to change your freaking coach. He got his ass coached off last night. Now, I know it's kind of like Jason Garrett in the NFL where you got a Jerry Jones puppet got his hand up his ass. Well, same thing with the Cavaliers need a coach that will just tell LeBron to shut up, play, and do what I tell you to do. Then they can be something. But right now, they're a fade team. Terrible. I'm done messing around with them. Interesting note in the NBA. Underdog since last Friday. Are you ready for this stat? 24-3-1 against the spread, and all four underdogs won outright on Sunday. All five underdogs last night covered. 24-3-1 since last Friday, underdogs in the NBA. Wow. So, that being said, I've got a totals play tonight in the NBA, 4-2 my last six. Bounce back tonight after that loss on Cleveland last night. Bounce back big. Totals play. You measure power ratings, sides and totals, overlays against the spread. This is a 9-point overlay. If I had lost last night, I'd have pulled the trigger hard on this. I don't like coming back with a top play off a loss. So I'm not. It's a solid, rock solid 4-unit totals play night in the NBA, and it should be an absolute no-sweat winner. College basketball, a rare totals play. Small conference, hidden gem, 8-point overlay. Also, red hot Mo Valley. Another Mo Valley winner for you tonight. There's 4 games in the Mo Valley. I'm on one of them. Home teams in the Mo Valley have won every game except one the last 7 days. Told you it's a home road dichotomy conference. So we're going to double up in the college basketball night with a 4 and a 2-unit play. I'm going to get 6 units back, and we're going to win 4 units in the NBA tonight. I told you yesterday on the video updates I was going to give you interesting stats, Super Bowl stats each and every day, things to make you go, Underdogs the last 16 Super Bowls, 12-4 against the spread. Last 10 Super Bowls, underdogs, 7 out of 10 won outright. That line's going up. You're going to get a lot of public money on New England the last 3 days, especially Saturday and Sunday of Super Bowl weekend. So if you like New England, you want to get on them now. If you like Philly, you want to wait. Hello. Total hasn't moved, 47.5. Let's get to the free basketball play tonight in college basketball. South Carolina on the road, taking on the Florida Gators, who cracked the top 25 after a win over Kentucky. Interesting, because South Carolina beat Kentucky. The hangover game for South Carolina after beating Kentucky was a 7-point loss at Tennessee in a game they could have won. A game that I watched the entire game. Frank Martin does not have the same team. The Gamecocks are not the same team as last year. And speaking of last year, lest you forget, this was an Elite Eight matchup where South Carolina in the March Madness beat Florida in the Elite Eight with a lot better team they have now. But not sold on Florida here. They're 0-4-1 ATS at home this year with teams with a winning road record, and they're 2-6 their last 8 at home overall. And you're catching Florida now off their win against Kentucky. And by the way, Kentucky's not all that this year. They're not all on the same page yet. That's a very young team. Did you watch them last night against Mississippi State? I did. Nonetheless, South Carolina first in defensive rebounds in the SEC, second in scoring defense in the SEC. They're catching 10.5 here. I think the Gators get the win here. I really do, although they're still kind of beat up with some players out. But at the end of the day, 10.5 is too many. And what I think might be a low-scoring game, I'll go ahead and take the points. South Carolina tonight. Frankie Martin and the boys to keep it close against the Gators. Best of luck. Come check me out, Doc Sports. Click the link below. Every play guaranteed. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the thumbs up. And thanks for subscribing.